My grandmother, when I was younger, she would get at the piano and she would have me sing songs with her. So she would just be creative and make up her own thing and we would sing. But then she would push me before the church and she would also have me sing there. So that's how I basically got started singing. My favorite performance that I ever done. My favorite is Love on the Brain. I love that.
Go ahead. I know you want to play a little bit.
That was my favorite. That's my favorite performance, singing that song. But I have a lot of others that I could say was my great too. But I love performing. I think I was at the Bowie Town Center when I did Love on the Brain and got a standing ovation. And then that from that time I was just like, wow, it was great. It was cool. I actually got together with a couple of guys that I've played with formerly some time ago, and I asked them if they would be interested in backing me in a production, a live performance, and they say yes. And maybe what? Now 3 years, right? Yes.
Yes. They say it's very successful 3 years.
Yes. It has been it's been very successful. Everything that we've done together has been successful. Basically, what we're doing is basically going through a process. So we're still working our way through a couple of little things here and there, and trying to measure out what direction we should go from this point moving forward. So it has been basically a steady process. Yes, it hasn't really been any back delays or anything like that. Well, I do love local, but I really, really am excited about traveling abroad. I used to travel abroad before, but I was telling Mr. Sutton, I said, I want to go to Europe. I've never been there just to test the waters to see how I would be perceived overseas. Yeah, Miss Evelyn Braxton, she actually some time ago offered me a deal with her production company, and she has her daughter at the time was Toni Braxton at the time, and that was a couple of us and a few other local artists that were going to do a showcase where we could do sing in front of some of the record labels, such as back when it was Red Ant and a couple of other labels who opted to want to sign me, but because of the conditions and things like that, I wasn't able to with them. So yeah, pretty much that's that. I would tell them to make sure that they would actually study their craft, work on perfecting their gift. I call it a gift, not a craft. And that they have to really dedicate, and I always like say meditate on what it is that you want to do. You have to see the vision. And when you see the vision, you know that there's work. So it's not an easy thing. It's not on overnight. And I was like wondering why everybody was making it, but I'm learning now it's not an overnight thing. So you have to be patient, work on it, and everything. You can't do everything. I've learned to say no, right? I've learned to say no because of certain other things. So it's a process. I just tell them to be encouraged if you believe that you have the gift, and just make sure you got the gift. Because if you ain't got the gift, you may want to try something else. And how you do that, I would just say go out to local places, other places where you can, go and see if test the waters to see if people will receive you. So what I did was I just worked on some difficult songs that I thought would move the people in their heart and their soul. If I can move the people, I can do this.
And Mrs. Sutton, what's some advice you would give to young artists?
Well, you have to believe in yourself. You have to develop a determination to succeed. You have to work hard at developing whatever it is you're trying to do in terms of your vocals. And you have to maybe learn to write songs and find a role model, someone whose abilities you appreciate, and try to replicate what they do, but yet at the same time develop your own style.
I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. And this concludes the Ayla West live experience. God bless you. Love you.